Get ready for the biggest stories hitting your feed right now. We are diving deep into the world of classic rock with 5 must-watch biopics. We are starting with the story of Bob Dylan, where director James Mangold took a deep dive into the crucial period of his life in New York City, tracking his rapid rise within the Greenwich Village folk music scene. We explore how Timothée Chalamet's masterful portrayal garnered near-universal acclaim and an Oscar nomination for this powerful look at the folk legend.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we are looking at the incredible creative journey of the Beach Boys. This film, Love and Mercy, takes us through 2 distinct timelines to explore the life of Brian Wilson, detailing his mental health struggles while creating the iconic Pet Sounds album and his later years involving an unconventional therapist. We'll examine the performances by Paul Dano and John Cusack that bring this complex, troubled genius to life. Prepare for a look at the raw energy of the punk scene with the 1986 film Sid and Nancy. This movie dramatizes the tragic life and death of Sid Vicious and his girlfriend Nancy Spungen, featuring Gary Oldman's debut as Vicious and Chloe Webb as Spungen. We'll explore how director Alex Cox delivered a visceral recreation of the late 1970s London punk scene. Finally, we look at the surreal world of Elton John's biopic, Rocketman, where the rock icon himself serves as a producer, offering a look inside his mind with bombastic dream sequences and a pivotal scene where an unknown singer levitates on stage. And don't miss the wildly absurdist Roku Channel film, Weird, the Al Yankovic story, a parody that piles on every rock biopic trope imaginable. Stay with us for more rock history updates. The rock biopic genre has surged in popularity, transforming into its own Hollywood category as audiences seek cinematic explorations of favorite musicians' lives. To guide true fans, a selection of 5 classic rock biopics has been curated as essential viewing. One notable example is Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, featuring Rami Malek's acclaimed performance as Freddie Mercury, which earned him an Oscar. Fans of Joy Division might appreciate the 2007 film Control. However, not all depictions align with fan expectations. The 2025 feature, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, was less a traditional biopic and more a cinematic snapshot of Bruce Springsteen's pivotal moment recording the critically acclaimed Nebraska album, marking his transition from cult favorite to international superstar. Among the most memorable entries, the 2024 film, A Complete Unknown, focused on Bob Dylan, deliberately sidestepping decades of mythology to concentrate on his rise within the Greenwich Village folk scene. Despite initial skepticism surrounding Timothée Chalamet's casting, his masterful portrayal garnered near-universal acclaim and an Oscar nomination. Another standout is Love and Mercy, which examines the Beach Boys' creative visionary, Brian Wilson, across 2 timelines, his mid-1960s struggles while creating Pet Sounds, and his 1980s life involving mental illness and unconventional therapy. The film is lauded for its compelling narrative structure, driven by the contrasting performances of Paul Dano and John Cusack. The definitive story of the Sex Pistols is chronicled in the 2022 Hulu miniseries, Pistol. Though the 1986 feature film, Sid and Nancy, offers a more visceral, albeit highly stylized, dramatization of Sid Vicious and Nancy Spungen's tragic end, featuring Gary Oldman's debut as Vicious. Elton John received biopic treatment in 2019's Rocketman, which eschews a straightforward chronicle for a surrealistic look into the artist's mind, replete with bombastic dream sequences and pivotal scenes where Taron Egerton provided his own vocals rather than lip-syncing. Finally, the discourse on what constitutes a rock biopic extends to figures like Al Yankovic. His wildly absurdist film, Weird, the Al Yankovic story, is a deliberate parody of the genre, piling on cliches. Despite its inaccuracy, Yankovic defends it as a biopic, noting that enough truth is present to warrant the label. Zara Rock, the daughter of comedian Chris Rock, is set to star in the Netflix film Roommates. The movie features a star-studded cast, including the daughters of Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy, and Laura Dern, alongside Sadie Sandler, Bella Murphy, and Jaya Harper. The film premiered last Monday at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood, Los Angeles. The premiere was marked by a significant presence of the parents, Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy, and Chris Rock, who attended to support their daughters and posed with them on the red carpet. For Zara, the debut film in Roommates, the event was particularly memorable. The 21-year-old shared her excitement on Instagram, stating, "I genuinely couldn't have imagined a better first movie to be a part of, and the friends I made along the way made the whole experience even more special." Further details about Zara Rock are currently unavailable. Iron Maiden has announced it will skip the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, citing past criticisms of the organization. The decision follows comments made by frontman Bruce Dickinson in 2018, where he described the Hall of Fame as an utter and complete load of bollocks, suggesting it was run by sanctimonious bloody Americans. The band has been eligible for induction since 2005, having released their debut album in 1980, and were nominated twice before finally being set for induction in the main performer category, alongside artists such as Phil Collins, Billy Idol, and Oasis. Iron Maiden's manager, Rod Smallwood, confirmed the absence, stating the band prefers not to interrupt the Australia and New Zealand leg of their ongoing Run for Your Lives tour scheduled around the ceremony date in Los Angeles. Smallwood assured fans in Australasia that the local dates would remain unaffected. Meanwhile, other rock figures have expressed varying attitudes towards the ceremony. Liam Gallagher, who is also being inducted with Oasis, has previously dismissed the event, calling it full of bumbacarts and a load of bollocks, though he has since indicated he will be attending. Peter Hook has confirmed he will be present, dedicating Joy Division's induction to Ian Curtis. It remains unconfirmed whether current New Order members will attend. In other news, Iron Maiden's Run for Your Lives tour will feature a unique Ed Fest celebration in Nebworth Park on July 11, headlined by the band's mascot, Eddie. The event will feature support from The Darkness, The Who, Airborne, and The Almighty, alongside the biggest Eddie's dive bar and themed stalls. Additionally, metal legends are set to headline the first day of the Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville, Kentucky, in September, joined by acts like My Chemical Romance, Tool, and Limp Bizkit. April 18 marks a pivotal day in rock history, a date synonymous with major breakthroughs and industry-altering shifts. This significant date has been the launchpad for numerous musical milestones that have shaped the landscape of rock music. Leading rock bands achieved major breakthroughs on this day, cementing their place in history through notable recordings and performances. These events were not just musical moments. They signaled a dynamic shift in rock music culture, demonstrating the continued vitality and evolution of the genre. The recordings and performances from April 18 highlight a period where established artists showcased significant creative output, leaving a lasting impact on the industry. While nostalgia surrounds these magical moments, the significance of April 18 lies in its role as a catalyst. As rock music relentlessly evolves, this date remains poised to host even more landmark moments in the future.